Hey Sunshine, thanks for joining me on week 19 of my journey. Quick thing today, I bit my tongue, so I'm gonna try not to sound like I'm slurring, but if I do, seriously, it's just a tongue bite. It's nothing else. A quick reminder or trigger warning for new and repeat visitors. Hi, my name is Lauren, and I started this project because my dad died earlier this year and we had had a very stressful relationship for a while. We were just starting to reconcile, and then he was suddenly gone. I'm working through it by talking to strangers such as yourself over the internet and doing various self help projects to help me cope, but also kind of deal with all the unresolved shit from, life. I tried to set this up so you can follow along if you would like. Obviously, you're going to have different specifics, but most of these practices are things that you can do to help work on your mental health as well. So, if you're interested, let's get going. Now that that's out of the way, let's talk about something that I do when I'm just completely overwhelmed with minor, sometimes major annoyances. I'm specifically talking about people annoyances and most often people that you see a lot or see for specific reasons, like the upcoming holidays. What I do is this: if there is something, someone, usually family, friend, maybe a work colleague, has done that just really pissed me off, or maybe hurt me, or was kind of dismissive or callous, and it's just eating up my mind, I have a process. I will get a piece of paper. I write down a short sentence or two about whatever the thing is, and then I fold it up and stick it in a box. Sometimes I will write two or three things if, you know how sometimes it just feels like everything is hitting you at once? So sometimes I'll write a bunch of stuff on the notepad. Sometimes it's just one thing that's really bothering me. The box, mine is actually a replica of the box the evil queen uses for Snow White's heart. I just felt that was appropriate. The box is like a no go, no feeling zone. Once it's in there, I refuse to let myself spend time thinking about it. I act like it didn't happen. If the thought comes into my mind, I basically banish it and say, nope, not going to think about that right now. I know this is not a good long term strategy, obviously, but I think it works pretty well in the short term. I'm usually terrible at compartmentalizing. Terrible. So, when I can't waste time worrying about something that's most often kind of trivial, I do this to get it out of my head. Usually, my next step after this is the Hawaiian practice. I hope I'm not butchering the name. Ho'oponopono. But sometimes it takes a while. I'm not ready to forgive and forget. I also like to do this because for me, it's a way that I can tell myself that yes, my feelings matter. They shouldn't be ignored or forgotten, but I don't have time to focus on that right now. By writing it down and putting it somewhere specific, it's alerting your own mind that it is important, it won't be forgotten, but you don't have to deal with it this second either. With the holidays coming up and family time on the horizon, I thought this might be a good week to talk about this. It's not always easy going to family events, knowing that there are people who are going to be there who maybe hurt you or you feel like are currently doing wrong by you. And if you want to skip the whole thing, I am 100% behind you. Do what's best for you. But if you want to see some of the family or eat your favorite holiday goodies, then maybe give this idea a shot. It might help. Just don't leave anything in that box for too long. You don't want to let it kind of eat away at the back of your mind either. One regret I have with my dad is that I didn't come up with this idea before things went really bad. I came up with it in the middle, like things were already problematic. I always wanted to talk things through because I felt like if we could just talk, he would see my position and I would be able to see his position if we just spoke as rational human beings. Unfortunately, that never quite seemed to work. And unfortunately, in this particular case, and obviously, this is from my point of view, I mention again, and you don't know what's in somebody else's mind. But going off of things that my father has said to me, he believes that he was 100% in the right and I was 100% in the wrong for all of our major disagreements, which I don't believe is the case in almost any disagreement. You both have a part to play, even if it's just a small part. And here is also why this might have helped me to kind of put things aside, but maybe not. That's about it for me this week. I hope you have a fantastic week and holidays if you're celebrating. If you want to do the thing where you press all the YouTube buttons, you can do that or not. It's up to you. And until I see you again, I hope you live, laugh, and shine. Bye.